Hello everyone, this is Anjali Gupta and today I'm representing my book library system application that is given by the code alpha. So this is the problem statement. Here they give us build a web for managing a personal book library include features like books, search, categorization, and borrowing history. So this is my task for today. Now come to the application. This is my React application library management system. So this is my surface UI surface for my library management. Now come to the login part. Here I give two login part, one for admin and second for guest or user. So here I give only two panel, admin and user panel. User means guest panel. So first of all, let's come and see what is the admin part. Now admin can add any book from the after logging in my application. So let's come to the login in the admin part. So here I simply use admin as a username and I give some password here and let's click on this login form and we are logged in successfully. So here I want to add if any admin can add an add book or detail of that book in the library system. So let's come to add book. Our first book is let's I want to add one my favorite book that is Great Expectation. Great Expectation. It is of Charles Dickens' great novel. Now come to the ISBN. It is the ISBN of every book. So here I am giving random ISBN, but you can give your actual ISBN in this part. So I am giving some random number to this, and this is I show the category. What type of this novel is? This novel is the it's type of fantasy. I can say it's type of fantasy, and here in this field I have to give price, so I give price 180 here, and the quantity of these type of books I have 50 in quantity. So let's come and add book. Here I am adding book, so it is Great Expectations book is added successfully. So by the admin panel I can view any detail of the book list and add it and delete. But when we log in as a guest or user, then we are not allowed to any addition and delete format to delete the any book from the library system application. So if I want to delete something, if I want to view something like if I want to view this great expectation that I have added recently. So here I give Great Expectation and ISBN this and fantasy and quantity 50. And if I want to edit this, as I can edit by this button. Here I want to edit the price of this. If I want to add 200 and I want to increase quantity like 1800, then I want to update this. Yeah, this is giving quantity 80 and available 80 because no one guessed is borrow this till now. So available is 80 and this is the price of 200, that is before this it is 180. So let's come to the price history. Here I give chart.js chart.js. Here we can easily see this the hike 180 to 200. This is the price hike. And now I want to quantity history. Here you can see that 50 to 80. So these are the charts I also added in my application. Now come to the back position. So this is my admin panel. Here you can view any book and edit any book and delete any book. So here in if I want to delete anything, then I want to delete this hello book, that is I add randomly, so I want to delete, so give it will want to my permission, are you sure to delete this book from the system? Yes, I want to delete, so I put and this will be deleted from my application. Now I want to use I want to use this library system as a user or as a guest user. So first of all, I want to log out this, and I this is my you can see this is my UI and home UI, and now I want to log in as a guest. So I am giving this guest and some random password, and yeah, I log in successfully. So here you can see that this view is completely as it is as a admin panel, but there is no an edit button and delete button because users are not allowed to edit and delete any book from the library. And user can simply view from this the detail of any uh, book. And if and here also book history also mentioned here borrowed books. This user is borrowed from the library is the Harry Potter, and this is the price of 160 and view here. And if I want to borrow this great expression that I already added, then I can view this. And if I want to borrow this, and this will be come, and you can see that the quantity of the this books is 80 and the available is 79. So one is borrowed by some user. Now come to back, and here you can check borrowed books. Here Harry Potter is already exists as before, and expectation is added recently. So I can check here if I want to return my book, like if I want to return my Harry Potter book, then I simply click on this, and this see. If I want to borrow, then it will available 49. If I return to this, then it will come back to its original position. So this is very interesting in my application. So these are the borrowed books. This is the borrowed history by the that is visible by the user itself. So you can say that this is the library management system application. And by here, so I can log out, and this is my UI for my homepage. So this is my library management system. For this, I use a MongoDB Cloud, MongoDB Atlas for cloud computing. Here, I recently added my new book that is Great Expectation. Let's come and check it is visible here or not. It will be saved in the database of my cloud, and you can easily see here this great expectation is already here, and it is the quantity of 80. And now here you can 80, but we borrow this at the latest amount. So you can see that array 1 it is given to any other, and I change in the price. First of all, this is a 180, now it is a 180, and now it is 200. So price is also mentioned here, and you can say that is a quantity. First of all, it will be 50, and next I added to 80. So all detail are visible in the MongoDB. And my hello book was deleted from the database that because admin is deleted that book from the database. So this is my MongoDB. You can easily use this Mongo Atlas for your database purpose. And here this is the my GitHub account. Here if you want to check my code or want to use my code, then you can easily come here and check the detail of the account. And this is the backend and this is the front end. So let's come to the code part. Here this is my code part. You can see that this is the front end part. Let's come and check the backend part. In backend part, I use MongoDB JS, and this is the package order. This is the main part of my application. And in the I use these dependency like I use Node, Prettier, Morgan, Mongoose, MongoDB, Express, and also I use .env for securing my password and secrets. And it is I'm use cookie parser and debug. And here you can see that here I use env where I secure my database URL and database secret and port number and secret IDs. I initially show in here, and I use in DB. JS and also app.js. This is the app.js. Here I importing necessary modules here, and also I necessary import some necessary dependency here, and also I apply this here connect DB that I use to MongoDB. Here I use Mongoose to connect my DB, and here I carefully handle my added handling like I use the then and catch block here, promises here. Now come to the root part here. This is the book.js, and book.js has a part of all the routes. So here are the route parts for the home page, for book ISBN, and for the post, and for patch, and for delete part. And this is the index for simply index. I can get the root for the book and the users. And this is the user routes here. I simply import these book model and user model from the applications, and now I simply use this like if I user want to borrow any card, and any user return any book, so for these are rules for the users. Now this is my schema model schema. Here I use schema like name, ISBN, category, price, quantity, borrow, buy, and price. These are the schema that are used in entire application. And this is user.js schema. Here only username and password and the role means there is a two roles, admin and guest. So I use two roles here. So this is the backend part. Now come to the front end part. Front end part, first of all I want to say to you, I use 8080 localhost, and I'm using as a proxy because I don't want to repeat these localhost at any my APIs. I just want to use it as a parent, as a proxy in my package.json, so you can use in your application. And here I use day.js high chart for charting, like I give you some idea from my application. And this is the high chart React official, and I use here React router DOM, and other I am using here MUI for my styling purpose. So for this I use these four dependency like emotion React, emotion style, icon materials, and MUI material. I use these designing purpose. Now come to the my main part here. This is the app.js. App.js here I import some dependency and modules, and also I use provider here. And this is index.js that is the same as in as other application. And this is my now come to the client part. These are the main API for my application, and root I given in this. This is the main backend APIs I use here. For add book, for get book, for get all books, for patch books, for delete books. Patch means we have to update books, so then we use this API. This is the index for both a book API and user API like backend. And here I use borrow book, return book, get borrow book, and get profile. So these are the backend APIs. Now here I use component, and I use many component like for login I use login dialog, and these you can say that I use many state, use state, and forward reference. I use many MUI material like button, text field, dialog. You can easily from the website MUI.com you can get these easily for designing purpose. So these are the components for my application and application. So yes, let's come and start it. If I want to start my application, I just giving this. Here you can see that my backend is working properly, and I come to the front end. If I want to start again and can start, then I can see in the localhost 3000 this application is working fine. So you can check here. I can log in easily. Like if I want to log in, any admin can log in here efficiently, and then you can add any book. Okay. So this is my library management system. Thank you.